Hi, and thanks for joining for the class today. So today's class is aimed to get moving and strengthened throughout the body, with a particular focus on our abdominal and core muscles with the exercises today. So we're going to start the class in standing and warm up, then we're going to come down onto our sides, into sitting and onto our backs as well today. So we're going to do a range of exercises. Remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, especially with some of those tougher exercise sequences in the class today. So I hope you enjoy it, and when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing our toes apart and those heels apart, so those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight onto the fronts of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements, so that weight's going nice and evenly down through those feet. Knees are nice and soft, so not locked back, hands up onto your pelvis. Very gently, we're going to tilt the pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just nice and slowly forwards and back, just again looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. Good. Those ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Well done. So we're going to start by warming up with our toy soldier movement. So we're going to float our hands up to that shoulder height, and we're going to raise one hand up towards the ceiling and then back down. Opposite arm raising up and down. Now if you can, we're going to add the opposite heel raise and lower, and we're going to alternate sides. So we're switching sides, just moving gently through side to side, opposite arm and heel raise, so you continue that movement. Good. So just breathing in and out, not holding your breath, keeping that pelvis relatively level, so we're not kind of hitching our hips, we're keeping that level as we're moving through. Well done. Well done. Moving gently through. Very good. Just warming up through our arms and our legs. Very good. Last few here, moving through. Good. Raising and lowering. Very good. Let's do one more each side. And lowering those arms back down. Very good. Now with my right leg, I'm going to reach that leg back. Right arm, we're going to reach up towards the ceiling. We're going to do a few little ab crunches here. So we're going to bring our elbow towards that knee and then reaching that away. So elbow to knee and reaching away. Good. Folding in, reaching back. Good. Fold in, reach back. And again. Good, let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring that arm back down, fold that leg back in. Do the same with the other side. So we're going to reach that leg back. Same arm, going to reach up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to fold in, reach away. Elbow towards that knee, reaching away. Good. So a little ab crunch, reach away. Folding in and back. Let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring that arm back down, fold that leg back in from there. Very good. Okay, so let's widen our feet. So we're going to bring our feet there a little bit wider than those hips, turn those toes out slightly to go into our side plie. So just in that comfortable position here. We're going to bring our arms wide and we're going to drop down into a little side plie squat. At the same time, bring those arms forward and then wide as we open out. Dropping down and open out. Good. And again, drop down, opening out. And again, drop down, open out. Lovely. And again, drop down, open out. Let's do 5 more here. So we're going to go 5, 4, lovely, good, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Opening out, bring those arms down. Now we're going to keep our feet wide and we're going to drop down into that side plie again. We're going to drop down, then we're going to reach our arm up and across the body. Drop down, opposite side, reaching across, and drop down, reach across, drop down, reach across. Good, so we're going to alternate sides, reaching across, drop down, reach across, and again, drop down, reach across. Well done. Drop down, reaching across. A few more here, alternating sides, keeping that control. Well done. Reach across, drop down, reaching across. Well done. And again. Drop down, reach across. Last few, good. Drop down, reach across. Well done. Reaching across. Well done. And across. 1 more each side, reach across, drop down, reach across. Come coming back to that start. Well done. Okay, so bring those feet just slightly closer together. Now with one arm, we're going to just bend the knees slightly. I'm going to drop down to the side with one arm, and I'm going to reach the opposite arm up, and then we're going to fold back in. Okay, same side. I'm going to reach up and back. So we get a little bit of a side bend, a little bit of rotation, just working our side abdominals here, oblique slightly, and back. Good. Reaching up and down. One more time. Reaching up and down. Good. See the same on the other side. So drop that hand down, reach this one up, looking up and down. And again, reaching up and down. Reaching up and down. So we're sliding that arm down, reaching up and down. So we're looking up to that hand. Good. And down. And again. Lovely. One more time. Reaching up and then back down. Very good. Relax those shoulders. Okay, so bring these feet that hip width distance apart. We do a few roll downs from here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath in at the end here. Then as you breathe out, slowly restacking gently back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there, and then as you breathe out, gently restacking back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, curling that spine gently back down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there, and then as you breathe out, slowly move back up into standing. Good, let's do that one last time. Breath in. And as you breathe out, gently coming down, slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, coming slowly back up into standing. Fantastic, well done. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our sides now and continue our class from there. Okay, so we're going to continue down onto our sides. So if you've got a thicker block you're using, you can just grab that just to support our head here. So we're going to come down onto our sides. We're going to straighten our legs out from here. So feet are just slightly in front of you. Those hips are stacked on top of each other. And we're going to start with our toe tap forwards and back. So we're going to lift this top leg up to the side. Then I want you to tap the foot in front. Then we're going to lift it up and over and tap the foot behind. Lifting up and then tapping in front. Lift up and over, tap behind. Now I want you to imagine you've got a box under that lower leg. We're lifting it up and over that box, tapping behind, up and over, tapping in front. Good, so make sure it's a reasonable size box we're going over. We're lifting up, tapping in front, lifting up and over, tap behind. Well done. Still keeping that control through that centre. That core gently engaged as we're lifting up and over, tapping in front, lift up and over, tap behind. So really challenging those glute muscles as we tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. And again, tapping in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. And again, tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Good. Few more here, nice and controlled. And tap up and over, tap behind. Good. So really feel it into those glute muscles. Well done. A few more. Tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. Tapping in front, up and over, tap behind. Let's do one more. Up and over, tap in front, up and over, tap behind. Well done. We'll lift that leg, lowering it back down. Well done. Let's drop that leg in front. Give that muscle a little rest there. While we're stretching out through that top leg, we can just do a few little pulses of our inner thigh with that lower leg. So we're just going to pulse that lower leg, breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and out. Good. And again, breathing in and out. One more time, breath in and out. Well done. And then lowering that leg down. Well done. So we're going to straighten those legs back out again. So feet again, just slightly in front of you. Hips really stacked on top of each other. I want you to lift this top leg. We're going to point our toes and lift the leg up and out to the side and then lower back down. So if you can, we're going to point the toes to lift up, flex the foot, lowering down. Point the toes, lift up, flex the foot, lowering down. Now try and make sure that leg's going up and out to the side, not letting it come forwards. Often makes it a little bit easier. So we're really trying to
Keep those glute muscles working. So lifting up and lowering. So point the toes to lift up, flex the foot to lower. Point the toes, lift up, flex the foot to lower. Well done. So we're lifting and lowering, really working those muscles, very good. Keep those hips stacked, lifting and lowering. Lift up and lower. Well done, and again, lifting and lowering. Lift up and lower. Good. And again, lift up and lower. Now on this next one, we're going to lift up. We're going to hold that there. We're just do a little circle round one way. Good. And let's change directions of that circle, moving around. And then lowering that leg back down. Well done. Bring that leg in, bend those knees up, give that muscle a little rub. Very good, well done. Okay, so we're going to drop that block down and come up onto our elbow here. So elbow I want directly underneath that shoulder. We're going to keep those collarbones nice and wide. So our knees are just slightly in front of those hips there. So we're going to come up in our diagonal into a side bend. So just to start with, I want you just to really feel like you're lifting through that waist, widening those collarbones. We'll take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lift up that side, feel that muscle engaging, good, and then come back down. So we're just working those obliques here as well. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up and lowering. Good. Now if you can, we're going to add in this top arm. So breath in. As you breathe out, we're lifting up, reach that top arm up and over. Good. And then gently back down. Good, and again, as you breathe out, lifting up and over, and then lowering down. Very good, and again, reaching up, holding that there, and slowly come back down. Well done, and again, breath in if you can to hold, and as you breathe out, lower back down. Well done. Last few, reaching up. Good, and then back down. Lovely, and again. And lowering. Let's do one more time. Reaching up. And lowering back down. Well done. Very good. Okay, so we're going to come up and over onto the other side. Do the same again. So if you bring your block with you, just support your head. And we're going to come down onto our sides from here again. So as we did before, we're going to straighten both legs out. So feet just slightly in front of you there. Those hips are stacked on top of each other. Core gently engaged, and we're going to start with that toe tap. So we're going to lift this top leg up and out to the side. Then we're going to tap the foot in front, lift up and over, and then tap behind. Up and over, tap in front, up and over, tap behind. And again, tapping in front, lift up and over, tap behind. And again, tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. So controlling that movement, keeping that core engaged, lift up and over, tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. Tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. So keeping that control. Well done. And back. So remember, make sure it's a reasonable sized box. We're lifting it up and over that box, tap behind, up and over, tap in front. Well done. Keeping that control. Tapping forwards, up and over, tap behind. A few more here. Good. Really feel that muscle working. Good. Tap in front. Lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. Tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Last few. Tap in front and behind. Well done. Let's do one last one. Lift up and over, tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. And then lowering that leg back down. Well done. Bend those knees up. So let's drop that leg in front, give it a little rest, and we can stretch out through that lower leg. While we're resting this top leg, we can just do a few little pulses of that inner thigh. So just breathing in and out. Good. And again, breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Good. One more time, breath in and out. And lowering that leg down. Very good. Okay, so let's straighten both legs out. Again, so just feet are just slightly in front of you. Hips are stacked on top of each other. And we're going to do our leg lift sideways. So this top leg, we're going to lift up and out to the side and then lower back down. If you can, we're going to point the toes to lift up, flex the foot to lower. Point the toes to lift up, flex the foot to lower. And again, point to lift up, flex to lower. So we're lifting and lowering, keeping that leg in that line. Try not to let it come forward. We're keeping those hips stacked as we're lifting and lowering. Well done. Point the toes, lift up, flex the foot to lower. Point to lift up, flex to lower. Well done. Keeping going here, lifting and lowering. Good. Now on this next one, we're going to add those circles. So we're going to lift up, hold that there. Little circle round one way. Good. And let's change direction. Good. And then lift and lower that leg back down. Well done. Bend those knees up. Give that muscle a rub. Have a little rest there. Okay, so we're going to come up onto our elbow here. So move my block to the side. I want that elbow directly underneath that shoulder. Those collarbones staying wide. So we're lifting up through that waist. Our knees are bent just slightly in front of those hips there. Okay, so we're going to do our side bend movement again. To start with, we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to lift up through that waist, just coming into that diagonal, keep that collarbone wide, and then lower back down. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, breath in, hold. As you breathe out, lower back down. And again, lifting up and lowering. Now, if that feels okay, we can add in this top arm. So breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, reach that arm up and over, and then lowering back down. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up, reaching up and over, and lower down. Well done, and again, lifting up, reaching up, lengthening through, breath in to hold, and as you breathe out, lowering back down. Good, and again, reaching up and over, and then gently back down. Last couple here, reaching up. Good, and down. Let's do one last time. Reaching over, breath in to hold, and as you breathe out, lowering back down. Well done, very good. Okay, so we're going to come round onto our back. So I'll put my block back down. We're going to come down onto our backs from here. So feet and knees staying that hip width distance apart. Just tilting that pelvis forwards and back just to make sure we're in that nice neutral position. That core is gently engaged, ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted from there. Okay, so we're going to float our legs into tabletop to start with and go into our one leg stretch. So we can take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to reach one leg away, folding back and lower back down. Opposite leg, breathing out, reach away, breathe in, fold back, lower back down. So we can alternate sides here with that single leg. If that feels enough, you can continue there. Or if you can, we're going to float both legs now into double tabletop and do the same again, reaching one leg at a time away, reach away and fold back. So breathe out, reach away, breathe in, fold back. Breathe out, reach away, breathe in, fold back. Good, and again, reaching away and back. Now keeping that control through that center, I'm not letting my back arch or my tummy dome, but keeping that tummy nice and flat, keeping that control through that pelvis as I reach the leg away and fold back. If that starts to feel too much, we can go back to that single leg and always come back up again. Well done. Reaching away and back. Good. Now if you can, for the last few, for a little extra challenge, we can go a little bit quicker. We can lift up into Abdo prep and we can reach away, breathing in for 2 and out for 2. Breathing in and out. Good, breathing in and out. Well done, breathing in and out. Last few, breathe in and out. One more, breath in and out. Coming back to that start, lower that head down, well done. Lower those legs down one at a time, back to that start, well done. Okay, so let's keep those feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Make sure your feet aren't too far away from you. So we're going to go up into our bridge here. So arms down by your side, take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tilt that pelvis back, lift that bottom, coming up into that bridge. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, walking that spine slowly back down onto the mat. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. As you breathe out, slowly walking that spine gently back down onto the mat. Good. And again, tucking the pelvis under, lifting up. Coming up into that bridge, breath in here. As you breathe out, slowly peeling that spine gently back down onto the mat. Good. And again, tucking the pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, gently walking that spine back down. Good. We'll do a few more here. Tucking the pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. As you breathe out, slowly peeling back down onto the mat. And again, tucking the pelvis under, lifting up. Breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, gently coming back down. Okay, so let's do one more together here. So we're going to lift up into that bridge. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, again, slowly coming back down. Good. Now on this next one, we'll do all together and we're going to lift and add a few little bottom dips. So we're going to lift up into that bridge as we did before. We're going to hold this position here. Keep that pelvis nice and lifted. And I want you just to drop your bottom down an inch and then lift it back up an inch. Good. So we're dropping down an inch, lifting back up. Good. Drop down, lift up. Really feel that bottom muscle tensing. Drop down, lift back up. And again, drop down, lift up. And again, drop down, lift up. Good. Drop down, lift up. Last few. Drop down, lift up. One more time. Drop down, lift up. And then we're going to slowly walk that spine gently back down. Good. Well done. Now this time we're going to do one more of those. We're going to lift up and we're going to hold that lift again. This time we're going to just drop the pelvis down one side, lift up and then drop down the other side. So a little tilt side to side. Good. And back. So imagine you're just rolling a kind of marble between those hip bones, side to side. Well done. Drop down, lift up, drop down, lift up. Good. It's just a little movement. Drop down, lift up. Feel that bottom muscle working. Well done. And again, drop down, lift up, drop down, lift up. One more each side. Good. And then we're lowering gently back down onto the mat. Well done. Let's bring those knees in, have a nice hug and stretch that out there. Good. So just take a few nice deep breaths in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. So take a nice deep breath in and out. Good. And again, breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out from there. Well done. So we're going to lower those legs down one at a time, coming back into that tabletop. So we're going to lift into that tabletop position, one leg at a time. If you can, we're going to hold this position here. And I put my hands behind my head. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we need to lift up into the abdo prep. Hold this here. And with my left leg, I'm just going to tap down, a little scissors movement and back. And again, tap down, lift up. One more, tap down, lift up. And then we're going to lower that head down. Good. And again, we're going to lift up. Now with my right leg, I'm going to tap down, lift up, tap down, lift up. One more, tap down, lift up, and then lower that head. Good. So we're going to repeat that each side. So we're going to lift up, hold that abdo prep. And we're going to do 3, 2, 1. Little scissor legs, lower the head down. Well done. And again, lifting up, hold that there with my right leg. 3, 2, 1, and lower that head. Well done. Now we're going to keep that knee, remember that angle the same with our scissor leg, not bending at the knee. We're lowering down from that hip. One more, and down. Well done. And again, lifting up. Right leg. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And lower back down. Lovely. Keep going here if you can. Lift up, hold that there, and 3, 2, 1. Lower that head down. Good. And again, lifting up. Hold that abdo prep. And 3, 2, 1. And lower that head back down. Well done. And again, lifting up. 3, 2, 1. Lower that head back down. Good. Lifting up again. hold that there, opposite leg, 3, 2, 1, well done, and lower back down. Last one each side, we're going to lift up, hold that there, and 3, 2, 1, well done, and lower that head down. And again, last time, lift up, hold that there, and 3, 2, 1, well done. Lower that head down, and then one at a time, lower those legs back to that abdo prep. Very good. Let's just bring those knees in, have a nice quick hug. Just stretch that out there. Well done. Breathing in and out, relaxing down. Very good. Then just lower those legs down one at a time, back to that start. And then just in your own time, I'm going to come back up into sitting here. We're going to work our tummy muscles a little bit more here. So knees bent up, feet and knees still that hip width distance apart. We're going to float those hands forward, keep that neck nice and long. And we're going to work our obliques here with a little oblique roll back. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, opening out down to one side and then restacking forwards. Good. Opposite side, opening out and then restack forwards. Good. So we're alternating sides, opening down and back and lifting forwards. And again, opening down and back and lift forwards. Good. And again, opening down and back, restack forwards. Opening out and restack forwards. Lovely. So we're alternating sides and back. Dropping down and back and coming forwards. Good. Breathing out, opening out, breathe in, fold back. Breathing out, opening out, breathe in, fold back. And again, opening out and forwards. Good. And back. Last few here, open out, restacking. Again, side to side, lovely. Back. Good. Let's do one more each side. Rotating back and lifting. And then coming forwards again and relax those arms down. Well done. Okay, so this time I'm going to do some half rollbacks, but we're going to add in some arm scissors as well. So really just tilting that pelvis just halfway and then restacking forwards. So we'll bring those arms in front again. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to roll back. We're going to hold this here. And we're going to raise one arm and down. Opposite arm and down. And then restacking forwards. Good. And again, so we're rolling back there. Raise the arm. And down, holding that position, raise the other arm and back, and then restacking forwards. Good. And again, rolling back, raising the arm and down, opposite arm, and then restack forwards. Good. And again, rolling back, hold that there, raise the arm and down, opposite arm, and then forwards. Good. Last few here. Rolling back, raise the arm and down, opposite arm, and then restack forwards. Lovely. Last couple. Roll back. Good. Reaching up and down, opposite arm, and forwards. Let's do one last time. Rolling back, raise the arm, opposite arm, and then coming forwards. Well done. Relax those arms down. Well done. So we're going to just come round, either sitting with your legs crossed or legs out in front, whatever feels comfortable. Just going to roll those shoulders down, just keep them nice and relaxed here. Just a few shoulder rolls, just sink those shoulders down. Well done. Then we're going to bring our hands into that prayer position here. Just bring those hands down. Might feel a gentle stretch through those forearms there. Keep the shoulders down. We're going to do a little spine twist movement. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to rotate around to one side. Slowly come back to that centre. When we come back to the centre, we're going to reach those fingers and look up towards the ceiling. And then slowly come back down and rotate around to the other side. And back to the centre. We're going to reach those fingers that head up to the ceiling. Coming back down and then rotating to the other side. Well done. And back. Reach those fingers up. Look up and down. Rotating around to the side. And back. Reach the fingers up. And down. Well done. Let's do one more each side. Rotating around. And back. Reach the fingers up. And down. For one last time. Rotating around. And back. Reach those fingers up. And then coming back down from there. Well done. Just relax those shoulders back down. Very good. Okay, so we're going to come back down onto our back. So just rolling back onto our back, just to cool down from here. So we're going to have those knees bent up. This time, those arms down by your side or slightly out to the side of you. We're going to drop those knees over to one side. Turn your head to that opposite side if you can. And then gently bring those knees back up. And we're going to drop them over to that opposite side. So rotating gently over. Using those toe muscles, gently coming back up, and then drop those knees over, turning that head to that opposite side. Well done. Gently coming back up, and then dropping those knees over, turning that head slowly the opposite way. Well done. Coming back up, drop those knees over, turning that head. Well done. Gently coming back up, and over to that opposite side. Well done. Last few here. Drop those knees over, turning that head. And then coming back up. And over to that opposite side. Well done. And back. Good. Drop those knees over, turning that head. Lovely. Let's do one more each side. Drop those knees over, turn that head. Well done. Going back up. And over to the opposite side. Good, then coming back to that start, bring those arms back down by your side. Well done. Okay, so let's stretch out our bottom muscles now. So we're going to put one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we can bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just taking a few nice deep breaths in and out. On that out breath, if you can, let's just relax down into that stretch. Just that little bit further if you can. Holding that there. So breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Sinking down just that little bit further. Well done. Breathing in and out. Good. And then slowly just lowering that leg back down. We'll do the same on the other side, opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we can bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just breathing in and out. On that out breath if you can. Just relaxing down into that stretch. Just that little bit further. Good, breathing in. And out. And again, breath in. And out. Well done. And slowly lowering that leg back down. Very good. And let's stretch out through our hamstrings now. So knee up towards the ceiling. We're going to lengthen out through the back of the leg. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Feel that stretch through the back of the leg there. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just breathing in and out. Holding that stretch, just lengthening out through the back of the leg there. Well done. Good. Holding that stretch. Well done. Good. Lengthening through. And if you can, we're going to point and flex through the ankle here. Just gently changing that stretch slightly. So just pointing and flexing. Well done. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, just lengthening out through the back of that leg. Well done. Good. And then lowering that leg back down. Last time on the other side, knee up towards the ceiling, lengthen out through the back of the leg, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. You can use your hand to support that leg there if you can. Holding that stretch, breathing in and out. Good, breathing in and out. Very good. Holding that stretch there. And if you can, we're going to point and flex through the ankle here. Just moving gently through. Pointing and flexing. Well done. And then holding that stretch again. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Lengthening out through the back of that leg. Well done. And then just lowering that leg back down. Well done. So in your own time, come back up into sitting. So just sitting comfortably again, legs crossed, legs out in front, whatever feels comfortable for you. Just relax those shoulders again from there. We're just going to stretch out through our sides, and we're going to drop one hand down towards the mat and then reach the other hand up and over, lengthening out through that side, breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, lifting up and over to the other side. Well done. And again, drop that hand down, reach the arm over, breath in here. As you breathe out, lifting that arm back up and over. Good. Let's do it again each side. Drop down, reaching over, lengthen out through that side. Well done. And then coming back up and over. One last time. Drop down, reaching over. Good. And then lifting up and back. Well done. And then relaxing those shoulders. Fantastic. And we're going to have those hands just a little bit wider than those shoulders. Thumbs leading. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to reach those hands up and back into that Y shape and then lower back down. And again, reaching up and down. Last couple, reaching up and down. One last time, reach up and lower back down. Well done, fantastic. Relax those shoulders. Just a few shoulder rolls to finish. Fantastic, well done. I hope you've enjoyed the class today. Thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.